Hello everybody, we made it to the end of the week. It's officially Friday. We're going to do a 5-minute warm-up to start with. So set that clock for 5 minutes. We have an AMRAP, as many rounds as possible in 5 minutes, 1 minute cardio of choice, 10 alternating groiners, 10 single dumbbell strict press. Cardio of choice, run, bike, row, double unders, single unders, mountain climbers, high knees, burpees, up, down, something for 1 whole minute. Then we have 10 alternating groiners. So a groiner, it's a deep lunge, but we're going to extend our one hand overhead. So I'll explain it better once I'm in the movement. So we're going to go into our lunge. My right knee is down in this lunge, so my left knee is bent. I'm going to the same knee that's on the ground. We're going to put that hand on the ground, and then we're going to reach our chest and opposite arm towards the ceiling. Then you're going to alternate and repeat this on the other side. And then make sure you're digging in to that lunge, so really pushing forward with your hips. Then back again. 10 alternating groiners. Then we have 10 single dumbbell strict press. So you're going to hold the dumbbell in each hand. It's going to be across our chest. We're going to be in our front rack position, so the elbows are bent. Strict press has no dip at the knees. We're just going to push this dumbbell up overhead and lock out. Elbows are locked out. Arms are locked out. Then back through. You have 10 reps of that movement, guys, and then we'll repeat these 3 movements for a total of 5 minutes until that clock is up. From here, we have a full body strength workout. We have 2 EMOMs. So you're going to set your clock for a total of 10 minutes. The first EMOM is 5 minutes, every minute on the minute for 5 minutes. We have 25 seconds of single dumbbell strict press, and then 25 seconds of overhead hold. So that's a total of 50 seconds of work. So that means you get 10 seconds of rest before going back to that 1 minute, to that next minute. So 25 seconds of single dumbbell strict press. We just did this in our warm-up, so it should be very familiar and you should be very warmed up. The feet are underneath, your feet are hips. Your feet are hip width apart. The dumbbell is in your front rack position, and you're strict pressing overhead. We're making sure we're locking our arms and elbows out every time. 25 seconds of that. When that 25 seconds is up, you're going to hold this position for the remaining 25 seconds. Lock out those arms and lock out those elbows, and you're going to pull your rib cage down, and you're holding that position for 25 seconds, and then you're going to repeat until that 5-minute clock is up. Then we're going to go right into another 5-minute EMOM, guys. Every minute on the minute for 5 minutes. 25 seconds of single dumbbell ground to overhead, followed by 25 seconds of an overhead hold. There's no rest in between these EMOMs because you get 10 seconds rest pretty much on every minute. So for the 25 seconds of single dumbbell ground to overhead, you can snatch the dumbbell, you can clean the dumbbell, and if you do decide to clean, you can strict press, which we just did, you can push press, you can push jerk, or you can split jerk. Now it says single dumbbell ground to overhead. It does not say to hold the dumbbell across your chest to do this. So if you're going to clean it, then that would be the only way I would hold it on both ends. But if you're going to snatch, then I would probably make these alternating reps for the snatch. So let's say if you're going to snatch, you're going to bring the dumbbell down to mid-shin instead of bringing it all the way down to the ground. That dumbbell is going to stay close to your body. As it comes up to your hips, we're going to shrug our shoulders. We're going to get our elbows high, and then we're going to snatch overhead and lock out. So from here, that will look like this. Push the hips back. Snatch overhead. So remember that dumbbell staying close to my body. As it's rising up, shrugging my shoulders, I'm making my elbow high, and then I'm snatching overhead. Stand up before going to your next rep. From this angle, snatch. And then I will alternate about face height with the dumbbell, then back up, snatch. That was if you're going to snatch for your dumbbell ground to overhead. But if you decide to clean, you can hold it across your chest. And we're going to clean from the ground. So it's going to be the same thing, mid-shin. Going to clean the dumbbell to my front rack position. I can strict press from here. I can push press, which is just a dip at the knees and then driving overhead. Dip, drive. I can push jerk, which is a dip at the knees. I'm driving the dumbbell up overhead, but I'm finishing in the dip position. Dip, drive overhead, finish in a dip position, stand up, or I can split jerk. So once that dumbbell's clean, you're going to dip at the knees, but we're going to split our feet. Dip, drive overhead, front foot, back foot, stand. Remember, it's ground to overhead. So you're going to have to go down to the ground every single time, okay? Once that 25 seconds is up, we're going right into another 25-second hold overhead. So you're going to lock out those arms and lock out those elbows for a total of 25 seconds. We'll repeat until that 5-minute clock is up. Then we're not done there, guys. We have a full body sprint workout right after that. We have another EMOM, but this is every 2 minutes on the minute for 14 minutes. So you have 2 minutes to get these 2 movements done. We have 7 up, down, dumbbell power clean, followed by 7 dumbbell push press. So for this 7 up, down, power clean, you're going to have the dumbbells in each of your hands. We're going to go into an up, down position. So we're going to kick our feet out into a plank with the dumbbells in our hand. And then we're going to jump our feet in. As we're standing, we're going to clean the dumbbells. Or as we're getting ready to stand, we're going to clean the dumbbells. Clean. Hands back down, into your up, down, kicking out to a plank, jumping them in, cleaning these dumbbells. Stand up before going to that next rep. 7 reps of that movement. And then you have 7 dumbbell push press. So each of the dumbbell are in your hands. You're in your front rack position. Dip at the knees, drive overhead. Dip, drive overhead, lock out. Dip, drive overhead, lock out. This angle. Dip, drive overhead, lock out. 7 reps of that. You have 2 minutes to get those 2 movements done. We're repeating for a total of 14 minutes. And then we do have a finisher. We have another EMOM. 6 minutes this time. Minute 1 are glute bridge ups. Minute 2 is 30 seconds of a side plank on the right side, followed by 30 seconds of a side plank on the left side. For your glute bridges, we're going to go down to the ground. The hands are by our side. We're going to push our hips and glutes up, and we're going to squeeze at the top of the bridge. Squeeze, then back down, squeeze, then back down, squeeze, then back down. You have 1 minute of that. And then we have, for minute 2, 30 seconds of the side plank on the right side. So you're going to go into your plank position, but on one elbow or one forearm. And we're going to plank on our right side for 30 seconds. Keep everything nice and straight. 30 seconds on the right. And we have 30 seconds on our left side, guys. Keep everything nice and tight and straight and flat for 30 seconds on the left side. And then you are done for the day once that 6-minute EMOM is up. I will see you guys tomorrow.